Hi, Beardos. Joe here, and we can't come to the phone right now because, well, we don't want to. So, leave us a message right here, and we will listen to it as soon as we feel like it. Bye.
Hey, Joe. We know it's your 35th, so we wanted to do something very special for you. Here it is.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. How's that? Are you going to put that in the podcast?
Yeah, my ears hurt already. Hey, listen. Happy birthday. We love you much.
And may you have many more birthdays, too. Bye.
What is this? Oh, no.
What up, dicks?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I'm taking these off. I've seen enough.
And welcome back to Season 2, Episode 10 of Beards and Sundries.
Hello, mail time.
That's right, Beardos. We're back for another lunch break here at Beards and Sundries, the shop where three gay men with beards do inventory on a new sundry item in each episode.
It's my line.
Well, it's your review, so buckle up, bitch.
My name is Jay, and I voted today to destroy Oklahoma by legalizing marijuana.
And I'm Anthony, and I won't be making fun of my husband's age on this podcast because his degree is in criminology.
That's right. And I'm Joe, and I think I look pretty good for 21. And today's sundry is my annual review.
Bullshit, you're 35. We're the same fucking age.
That's right, Beardos. My birthday was on March 9th, this past Thursday. So I don't actually know what's in store for today's episode. So you guys want to see what we have in store?
That's right. It'll be full of twists and turns, including our special guest. HR has dropped in. John Riley is with us today.
Yeah, the OGHR. I don't know who that Sean guy is.
Well, he wasn't sure who he was either from the voicemail.
That was quite a voicemail.
I mean, I checked our records. There was a guy named Sean who worked with us, but he was unfortunately let go in 2019, but I don't know if he knew that.
Oh, is this a disgruntled employee?
So, I mean, there is some guy named Sean who lives down the hall from me in the offices.
I think he works remotely while he's traveling across the country for something.
Yeah, I think it's like a side gig thing.
I mean, he is obviously channeling the best here.
Yeah.
Well, on this, the most holy of review days, can you tell us what a sundry is, John?
Well, if you're new to the show and wondering what the heck is a sundry,
Hey!
the term comes from an Old English word meaning odds and ends. Now, today it's used mainly in retail to group together things that don't normally have a group of their own. So as three gay men with beards and Joe, we are using the term to group together a wide range of topics we cover.
Wow, that was pretty good. You almost got it.
I was going to say that's pretty good for like a first try. Did you rehearse that at all, John?
No, I just wrote it down. I have a little script right
Good.
here.
He writes down a lot of things.
Well, that's right, Beardos. Today we have a lot in store for you. This is Joe's annual review. Joe
Yay.
turns 35, on Thursday.
Happy birthday, Joe.
How about the Joe?
That's right, guys. If you're listening to this now, that was this past Thursday. So I've already been 35 for about 3 days now.
Wow, old.
What is this?
What is that?
I'm not wearing a wig.
It's the whole podcast or just the reshoots?
No, the whole podcast, because he had to shave his head for the podcast he recorded before this.
Oh, that's right.
I did. It was a very emotional and intense scene in a bathroom. There was some sad girl music playing. And then later, I had to reveal that I tried to cut myself with a Bic razor, a pink Bic razor with daisies on it.
Oh my god, why is Robin Tunney always slashing her wrists?
She was very sad in the 90s.
This wig is giving Casey Becker meets Wendy from Wendy's. You got the best of both worlds.
See, for me, it looks like Casey Becker was watching Gail Weathers on whatever season it was with her red streaks, and she just accidentally got it all red.
Which, that she was looking good in Scream 2, I think.
Well, Beardos, we're going to have, of course, Joe's annual review questions. Then we have a few notes from the HR department that we're going to go through.
Hey.
John's got some special content for us. And then I have a special homebrewed game just for Joe this week. So you guys are in for a treat. Without further ado, gentlemen, are you ready to commence the review?
Ready.
Bend over and spread them.
Ever since I got to aisle 4.
Well, Joe, commence review.
Dun, dun, dun.
Joe, question number 1. What would you say you actually do at the Beards and Sundries market?
I usually have to drag Jay from aisle 4 back to the break room for our recordings. So usually I have to stretch out my lower back, and I usually typically grab him by the ankles, and then I kind of have to throw him over my shoulder like a sack of potatoes.
And then you grab them by the ankles, and you got to kind of throw the ankles over your shoulders. And
Well, I mean, that was in the training that I got from HR.
Was that a fat joke for Jay? Calling him a sack of potatoes?
First of all, thank you for calling me so thin that you could throw me right over your shoulder. Thank you. That was a great answer, Joe. Thank you.
You usually are stiff as a board, even though you are light as a feather.
we do very much appreciate your work with moving Jay around the market. Like, otherwise, he would just be in aisle 4 all the time.
Now, wait a second. Is this really Jay, or is it a cardboard cutout of Jay? Because Jay, as we know, doesn't really work.
Sometimes both, and sometimes neither. Between my bouts of stalking the mac and cheese in aisle 5, it's usually just aisle 4 supervision.
I'm really tempted to get a cardboard cutout in the background of me now.
You've got that vinyl printer.
That was a good answer, Joe. That's probably the most productive anybody is in the market.
Someone's gotta.
So right. So right.
About damn time.
So, Joe, if you could change one thing about your performance in the past year, what would it be?
Well, I'm really striving to get a better mental health balance and a better work-life balance. So I plan to do less in the coming year and really reset my goals. Really get synergized with my management solutions, and maybe have a summit where we can do a think tank and get some good ideas going for our bottom line.
Ooh, thought showers.
Is that what they call it now?
Claims to have a work-life balance.
I think thought showers is the replacement of brainstorming.
Ew, that's awful. That makes you think of golden showers.
Oh, should we bring that commercial back? The Golden Shower Coffee Company.
Working for an oil company, Jay, you have plenty of terrible puns you can use with sex jokes. Pumping a dry hole.
You know, Joe, that's a respectable answer, but I make no guarantees. Actually, in the coming year, you may be expected to do more. You may notice that your metric expectations have increased.
Well, thank God they call them expectations.
Now, it looks like you currently have a net promoter score of 90%, Joe, somehow. I mean, look at who your coworkers are.
That's true.
Truly an incredible number, allegedly.
I have your logins.
However, customers often comment that your smile seems forced and that they're concerned you're not here voluntarily. Care to explain why you aren't doing a better job of hiding the fact that you're basically an indentured servant?
Well, that would be because I am indeed an indentured servant, whilst at the Beards and Sundries market.
I believe we have an NDA clause about this that requires you to feign actual emotion.
I don't like professional basketball, so I don't like the NBA.
Oh, NDA.
No dicks allowed? Well, consider this my 2 weeks' notice.
Oh, well, you missed the part where you're an indentured servant, so we won't be letting you go.
Sorry, if you actually read the fine print of the contract, it says for your life and afterlife, you'll be working with the Beards and Sundries market.
Reading.
We basically resurrect your corpse and use you to help me in the stocking department.
But in your afterlife, Satan from South Park will be there.
Ooh, work. Okay.
But also Saddam Hussein will be there.
Relax, guy.
He's kind of an annoying bestie.
Hey, Satan.
It's hell. What do you know?
Now, Joe, question number 4. Let's continue this review. Your coworkers often engage in delightful banter during their lunch breaks, while you seem determined to make each lunch break educational. Why are you such a stick in the mud?
Wow, as entertaining as just a whole episode of you both going, dicks, dicks, dicks,
Dicks, dicks.
is funny. There has to be some meat and potatoes to it as well, okay? The episodes have to mean something.
Dicks are meat.
The dick is the meat, and the balls are the potatoes.
Well, I only have one potato, but still.
You know, as soon as I said that, I was like, fuck, here we go.
I have to say, Joe, as a listener, I think you are the horniest out of the three of them. Yes, the other two shout dicks all the time, but like, you're the one that always goes there where you're like, hey, I'll shove your meat and potatoes up my ass or whatever.
I just want to see it.
Last week, actually, your opening was talking about putting Jiffy Pop on the stove until it busts.
Yeah, it was the funniest intro as usual.
I was there for a performance with my scream.
Quick side note for all you beardos. I have been a band nerd ever since I was 11 years old. And if you don't know any band kids, we are the filthiest motherfuckers on the planet. Turn anything into a sex joke.
Why do you think we started a podcast? A majority of us are band geeks.
Anyways, let's continue the review.
Joe, during my annual review, you made the remark, quote,
God.
had a ball. Well, 2 on the chat piles and now only has 1. End quote. Why are you so mean?
I'm not mean. I'm just truthful. You told me that you played on the chat piles. I didn't make that up. Does your health professional know about the chat piles? Have you told them about it yet?
I probably should submit a note.
You should probably let them know. It might help them solve your Grey's Anatomy mystery case.
Actually, I'm scared that if I tell them, they're going to be like, oh, you're a lost cause, and then just kind of quit. So I leave it a secret, so they'll be like, what could be wrong with them?
Well, then we'll just keep on doing our WebMD-based research here on the pod.
Okay, please, PCP, urologist, all my doctors, if you're listening, tune out now.
They're not listening.
I know.
I'm the only one that listens to this thing.
John, not according to the downloads. There's also 1 or 2 more.
You cheating on me? How dare you 3? So, Joe, why do you feel it's necessary to constantly remind your coworkers that you know the definition of the word sundries?
I do the intro the same every time, just in case it's someone's first episode. A lot of podcasts do that, and I think it's very good and kind to someone who it might be their first episode. So I say it every week.
What? You mean have an intro for your podcast? Ooh, I would never do that.
Follow up to that question, Joe. Don't you think it's a bit of a brag?
No.
I know what a sundry is.
I'm learned.
If anything, we're keeping the word alive.
Joe pops out of the corner. He's like, now, if you don't know what a sundry is, and I'm like, I already know. You've told me 100 times today.
Helpful tip. There's a button on your screen that lets you advance 30 seconds, which is about the perfect amount if you want to skip my intro anytime.
I do all the time.
I do it for all the commercials. Not our commercials. They're fucking hilarious. Other podcasts that have commercials. I just say, and then I'm through the commercial.
Oh. So, Joe, can you tell us how your performance in the market synergizes with our corporate values?
Yes, I can. There's your answer.
Elaborate.
Follow-up question, Joe. Elaborate.
Ow, okay. Well, I bring the beard, I bring the sundries, and I bring the education. So, there you go. It's the trifecta.
It's like Mrs. Frizzle.
Is your ass the sundry? So your ass is a category of itself that doesn't belong to any other category?
Oh, baby, my ass is definitely a category of its own.
It's pretty great.
It has its own gravitational pull.
Yep, it definitely does.
Literally pulls everything into it.
My hand constantly.
So, Joe, as always, the Beards and Sundries Market cares about you. Oh, who wrote this? I didn't.
Probably someone in HR.
Cares about cares about you so much as is legally required. Bullshit. If there was something you could change about your work experience, what would it be and why? And if you say anything bad about me, I'll shank you.
Very HR of you.
Yes.
I think in the coming year, I would like to see us get at least one good sponsor. I'm looking at you, Pair Eyewear. I want some good discounts on top frames.
I'm looking at you, Boda.
I think if we get one real sponsor this year, that would be super cool. Like we got to some other goals faster than I thought we would. We got to 1,000 followers on TikTok very quickly. We got a lot of our 50 state challenge knocked out of the way very quickly off the gate. And we have a lot more dedicated beardos than I thought we would have had at this point, because I never saw us getting to this point when we started this 9 months ago.
Joe, you made it so real and emotional. And I don't.
Yeah. How do I make a joke about that?
How funny would it be if, like, you did get sponsored by, like, Blue Apron or Whole Foods, like a real food place?
Oh, like a real market?
Like a market?
World Market would be cool.
Yeah, that would be hilarious, because they might be like, hey, guys, you got to stop saying that you're a market, because you're not really a market.
I know. So we got to have parameters if we do get one.
Well, if we start selling shorty shorts, we're an online market.
We are technically a market at that point.
Or selling ourselves.
I was expecting you to have a silly answer to that in the next question.
I know.
Supposed that you would also have a silly answer to that, and now I don't know what to do. So I guess I'll just skip the next question.
Okay. Well then, Joe, with this review on the books already,
Jesus Christ.
What commitments will you make to improve your performance in the coming year?
I'm seriously going to have to up my hair game, because looking at what we've got in front of us now from HR.
What?
What the fuck is that? It looks like a candy cane mixed with Marilyn Monroe.
What? Ooh.
Well, I plan to extend my duties from just aisle 4 and the mac and cheese aisle to helping out the entire market. I think we have up to maybe 6 or 7 aisles now. I don't know. I've never really looked around that much. I've never really cared to.
I don't even know where our store is.
I spend most of my time in the break room anyway.
Have you guys thought about going to the other franchisee stores across the country? You know that there isn't just one in Oklahoma.
We've gone to a couple. We went to the Minneapolis branch. We went to the Sarasota, Florida branch. We went to Orlando. We've gone to some other stores, and they are definitely the same amount of mess that we are.
Joe, why don't you do some community outreach for these other stores? Help those fuckers out.
I just reach my whole fist into the community. My whole fist.
Use them like a Muppet.
Yes.
Well, Beardos, we've progressed to fisting.
I know.
Hold for shock and awe.
Even faster than usual.
We're not even very far in. Ha!
Even fister than usual.
Well, one final question for you, Joe. As the executive producer over produce, you command the highest salary in the market. Even so, we are considering giving you a bonus of up to 2 cents per day. Can you justify this decision to us?
Yes, because even when my hands are full, I know just how to carry the cucumbers across the floor.
Up his butt.
I really thought Joe was gonna put his hands and cup under his tits and go 1 cent, 2 cent.
No, I'm gonna put the 1 cent here and the other cent here, right on these pink Hershey Kisses.
Now, Joe, I believe that most of what you said that we cannot air because it is too raunchy even for this podcast
Wow.
Meow.
is a job expectation at the Beards and Sundries market. So what are you going to do to go above and beyond to really earn that 2-cent raise?
Well, I'm going to go above and below and get underneath the GM's desk and take care of his produce section. And that'll get me more than 2 cents.
Okay.
You're going to Bob?
Oh, I'm going to bob for his apples, all right.
Nobody knows who the GM is here. Nobody
We call
knows
it
that.
bobbing for apples, but there's no apples in there. And that section's just nuts.
Joe's going to dress up because he's going to go to the ball with Bob.
I mean, I just say Bob because there's so many GMs that go through your store, so I don't know if the person currently name is really Bob, but Bob.
I'm not here to learn his name.
I've never seen a GM in my entire life at this market. I don't know.
I'm just slobbing Bob's knob and bobbing for his apples. I'm not trying to fucking marry him.
I mean, I would normally assume that like this would be the GM's job, and yet somehow we get saddled with it. So
Oh, he's never here.
In the game of fuck, marry, kill, he's definitely a fuck or a kill, not a marry.
well, Joe, we will check the budget and see if it allows for the 2-cent pay increase for you in the coming year and get back to you
Coming.
in an unspoken number of days.
Surprisingly, it doesn't.
Well, thanks for the upcoming recession. I can answer that question. No, we don't have the money for you, Joe. In fact, we're going to be taking money away from your current pay rate.
No spoilers this early in the episode.
Oh, sorry. So forget everything I said, Joe.
Oh, it magically worked. I've already forgotten anyway.
Well, Joe, you have successfully completed the first part of your review.
Good job.
How are you feeling right now?
I'm feeling pretty fucking great. End of statement.
Well, up next on the agenda for your review, we have some notes from HR.
Oh, fuck. Here we go. Okay.
Huh.
I was like, how many wig changes are we going through tonight?
Well, he's on wig number 3.
So while getting ready for this review, Joe, I found your employment application.
Is that colored pencil?
No, it's crayon, actually.
Oh, okay. That tracks.
That makes sense.
Oh, you've been working here since you were a child. That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it says here, last name Criswell, first name Joe, but all the E's are written backwards.
That is troubling.
His social security number is 12369919888.
That's his real social, John.
Oh shit. His address for address he wrote my house, Tulsa 74015. Not even sure if that's the real zip code. And for the phone number it's which that is his real phone number, everyone. You're welcome. So for work experience from 2015 to now, his employer's name is Anthony Criswell. His starting pay was Dick, and his last pay is Dix.
Oh, Dixa.
You got a promotion. Multiple dicks.
It's true. That is how I do pay you.
For job title, he wrote down bottom bitch boy. I don't know what that means.
Hey.
And reason for leaving.
That's work.
And reason for leaving it is non-NA. And describe the work you did.
No anal.
He wrote, took loads and cooked.
I mean, if you're incubating, you're definitely cooking.
I mean, he wrote it down, so as you can see, it's very well written in crayon.
It is very well written, actually.
So from 2011 to 2013, he worked for OK Yas. His starting pay was loads, and his ending pay was loads with 2 S's. His job title was color guard instructor, where reason for leaving was that he colored wrongly.
No, I colored too many guards.
Description of work, used my crayons and sucked dick.
That's what color guard is.
No, I sucked my crayons and used dick.
No, you wrote down used my crayons and sucked dick. That's what you wrote down, Joe.
Well, Joe, you were young when you wrote this.
Joe, you wrote all of this.
Yeah, I sure did.
And then from 2009 to 2009, he worked at Club Majestic.
Ew.
I don't
God,
know.
no.
Wow.
His start pay was $0. His end pay was $0. His job title was Bad Carol Channing, and reason for leaving was fired. Describe the work you did. Cum rag. That's all he wrote down.
I mean, what else do I need to say about it?
You only worked there for a year, it seemed like, so I don't know what's going on.
Being a cum rag there is exhausting.
So for the general information part, he wrote down for what position are you applying for? Money. When are you available to work? In 10 days. He's willing to work part-time, but he will not work overtime. That
Right.
one he used a red crayon and crossed out the
So you know I'm
the no for
serious.
that one. Are you at least 18 years old? Yes. What language do you speak, read, or write fluently? He wrote English and anime.
Woo!
If hired, can you
Ikidakimasu.
if hired, can you verify you have the legal right to work in the United States? He just wrote a question mark. Do you have any special skills, training, or experience which may help you qualify for this job? He wrote good at colors and handle and
Handies?
handies.
That's right.
Do you have reliable transportation to get to work? He wrote mommy. Are there any times during the week that you are not available to work? Yes, he wrote color time. I don't know what that means.
You don't have to know what it means.
Do you have any relatives who work for the company? He wrote Anthony Criswell. Yes. Have you ever worked before? No. Have you ever been convicted of a crime excluding misdemeanors or summary offenses? For whatever reason, he checked yes. And he wrote down, I shot the sheriff for that one.
But did you shoot the deputy?
No, Ghostface shot the deputy.
The last question is, how did you find out about this job? And he just wrote down sucking dick. And then for the signature, he just did a penis with blue balls shooting
Lasers?
lasers. And then for the date, he just wrote today. So
I was truthful.
Honestly, that's the most well thought out application to this market I've ever seen.
he used all the colors too.
This looks like a fake application because it says we are an equal opportunity employee and we strictly do not hire straights.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
Well, that's the Oklahoma City branch. I mean, at the Beards and Sundries HQ, we are an equal opportunity because legally we do have to say that because, hello, welcome to 2023, everyone. But did you not see the Beards and Sundries little logo in the fucking corners?
That's quite the watermark.
Well, I just know that the advice from HR is to not hire straights.
I never said such a thing. That's what you guys are putting words in my mouth again.
I have the email with that in there, actually, that says no straights.
Was it John with an H? Because that's not me either.
No, it's John with a J, you idiot.
I think you may have sent it at like 3 a.m. whenever things are getting a little weird at HR. Well, those were some very scintillating notes from HR.
A lot of dick jokes, apparently. Because Joe is very one note. Dick jokes.
In this market, it's more common than you think.
Well, now that we've gone through the notes from HR, I believe that John...
Oh, wait, I do have one more note. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I would like to formally apologize to one Anthony Criswell for the last time I was on. I was a little harsh, and I misspoke. I was incorrect with my knowledge of the film's The Craft, and you can't see it, but of Empire Records. I do have an album of Rex Manning that my sister got me a drawing of it. So I would like to...
Oh, John, you're growing up so fast.
Beardos, is anyone else blown away? Because I sure am.
I graciously accept this apology.
So I have apologized to this fucker so many times, and yet y'all keep beating this dead horse of a joke.
And we'll never mention it again.
Bullshit. I'm expecting it next episode.
I will drop it. I don't know if you guys will, but I will drop it. Now that we've had a formal apology on the podcast, fantastic.
I have apologized via social media. I have apologized to you via text. in the group chat and out of the group chat and in the various other group chats of the... Yeah? So now that it's on air, you better fucking air it.
But just to be clear, is it really an apology unless you've done it in 5 different locations publicly? No.
I mean, you really have to podcast it for it to be a real apology.
If it happened in the podcast, it has to be done in the podcast.
Yeah, it's kind of the rules of engagement when it comes to podcasting.
Well, Joe, I hope you enjoyed your trip down memory lane with your application.
It was quite a suppressed memory. Thank you.
It was very colorful. I think I may frame it.
I think you should.
I will. I spent a whole hour on it.
I'm just imagining you picking up each crayon for each letter. God damn it. That's fucking thing.
I had them all in my left hand, and I was just like, let's use the next one. Let's use the next one. And then I started... Well, yeah. I did this at work. Luckily, somebody there had crayons, so I didn't have to buy them.
Hey, we're in the budget.
Well, I believe that HR has also prepared their own game for this segment of the episode.
Ay.
It's so dumb.
It is a surprise to all 3 of us, as neither Jay nor I really know what John has prepared. So,
Anyone ever knows what John has prepared.
commence HR game.
Here we go. Okay, so for this Fuck, Marry, Kill, I'm surprised y'all haven't done it yet. It's the members of the Oklahoma branch of the Beards and Sundries market. So basically, you 3. However, there are some rules to this game. A, you cannot kill yourself. Too easy. B, Joe and Anthony, only one of you can marry the other.
Well, won't that pigeonhole one of us into our answers?
No. Well, yes, but I don't care. Chaos!
Oh, lordy.
And I am not part of your choices. So it's literally Jay, Joe, and Anthony are your 3 choices. Good luck!
Well, Joe, it's your review. Go first.
All right, well, I'm going to start off by I'm going to fuck myself because that's what a lot of the customers out in the market tell me to do every day. So I'm just going to take their advice. Then I'm going to marry Jay because he has impeccable interior design skills. He can order me food from Yellow.
Oh my god!
And he's got a mom car already, so we're traveling in style.
I understand this. I see it.
Then I'm going to go ahead and kill Anthony because I know how to get away with it. Because I majored in criminology and investigations. Dun dun.
Ooh, did I start a divorce? Sorry.
And I mean, I'm practically a necromancer at this point, so I just come back.
Exactly.
I don't think I've ever been more flattered by something you've said about me, and I love you. You're my favorite husband I've ever had.
Via the game of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
My last one told me I had terrible style, so this was a nice change.
Well, so I'm going to go ahead and let Jay go next.
So I'm actually going to kind of go along with the same idea. Hold on, let me think on it just a smidge.
The steam coming out of his ears.
So I have to follow this pattern, and it's going to be I'm going to also fuck myself because I think I could do it. It just sounds fun. And this was going to be completely different, but Joe, after those comments, I'm in love with you, and I think we should get married.
Oh.
So, Anthony, goodbye.
Well, by the rules of HR, I only have one option. But whoever fucking followed HR's rules, fuck you. I'm going to fuck me because who hasn't wondered about that? I would love to know what that's like. And then I'm also going to marry me because I'm a fucking gem. First of all, I have a lot to contribute. Do you think that this food just fucking cooks itself? Do you think the house cleans itself? Do you think this shit
This
just
food is so
happens?
fucking good, Lois.
According to Joe's resume, he cooks.
That's fucking wrong. And then I'm going to kill Jay and Joe because fuck both of you. You're both dead now.
Oh, no.
But you know what, Joe, our love took us together like the Notebook.
In the sense that I've never seen it?
That was it. That was the game.
Perfect. I think my answer was the right one. And I scored all the points.
No, I think, once again, I've won the game, as usual.
I feel like I won. I mean, what a great husband.
You know what? Jay, you're right. You did win. You got the compliments.
But I got compliments from myself, and those are the ones that really matter because self-love is important, Beardos.
That's very true.
We always say it.
Like Mama Ruth says, if you don't love yourself, how the hell are you going to love somebody else?
Mm-hmm. And just like Mama J always says, love yourself.
Love yourself, because we love you already.
Well, we've been through a very tumultuous first half of your annual review, Joe, and I do believe that it is time for a commercial.
Is it now?
It is. And now, for a word from our sponsor, Joe's Meaty Melons.
Good day, shoppers. Since this is Joe's birthday month, we are bringing the savings onto you, our lovely listeners. This month, our entire produce department is on sale thanks to Joe's Meaty Melons. Joe's Meaty Melons are bringing you big sales on firm eggplants. His bananas are ripe and ready for you to grab and put in your cart. And they're never peeled. Come pop his cherries right into your mouth for an unforgettable, pleasurable taste. You'll never see a head as big as Joe's. His head of lettuce, that is. Pucker up and suck on his lemons that are also on sale. He's got the longest, thickest carrots you'll ever see. So come on down to the Beards Sundries market and tickle his grapes and thump some of Joe's Meaty Melons for the Meaty Melon sale in honor of Joe. Happy birthday, Joe, from your shoppers, listeners, and hosts of the Beards Sundries market. We love you and your meaty melons.
You know, guys, I just love when Joe's in charge of the produce section. I get the meatiest melons then.
Exactly where to stick it.
Nice, thick, and juicy melons.
You definitely want to knock on these.
I'm so excited. I go into this market specifically for all of the perfectly ripe bananas. And I just grab them by a bunch and just...
You know what I really love? I really love coming into the Oklahoma City branch of the Beards and Sundries Market where Joe has put his bananas right by his meaty melons.
And the best part is that Joe's bananas are always unpeeled.
These definitely aren't going to make a hollow noise when you knock on them.
Sexual.
You know, when Joe's in charge of the produce, the cherries just seem juicier.
They just pop.
They do hang a little lower.
And those celery sticks are so firm.
You can grab more than one at once.
And full of peanut butter.
Ew.
You can have ants on a log with Joe. That sounds like a poop problem.
Only if you haven't douched properly beforehand.
And I don't know how the cucumbers are so firm when he's working over there.
They're definitely not soft, that's for sure. I can barely get my hand around it.
And sometimes, because we have that jazz music playing quietly over the speakers the whole time you're in the market, when the misters come on, it's just, I don't know why it gets so hot in the produce section, but I get hot and wet.
Oh, the misters definitely come on these melons.
I just get so wet.
Ooh, I need to lie down after that one. I got the vapors.
Oh, you just lay down and let all these melons take care of you.
Ooh. Oh, fiddle-dee-dee.
Oh my god, I had to cool down.
Beardos, this week, since we have a special guest, we also have a special something to check out.
So, Joe, literally yesterday, I texted the other two dumb fucks here, besides you, if I could...
I am not a fuck.
You are a dumb fuck.
I am dumb, for sure.
I texted them to see if I could do the commercial, because why the fuck not? Chaos rules. So, Anthony, can you play the commercial now?
So then before we have something to check out, we have a commercial specially brought to us from HR.
Hello, I'm Carol Channing, the new spokesperson for the Beards Sundries Market. I think that's what that Sean guy said. He sounded really relaxed, like he was about to join me in a few months or something. Anywho, welcome to the Beards and Sundries Market branch here at Oklahoma, in the Joe Criswell Memorial Pavilion. Here at the Beards and Sundries Market, you can join Jay in aisle 4 in his Boda box throne, crying for some reason. Meanwhile, Stockboy Anthony is getting really frisky with a snozberry pie. Yes, at the Joseph Criswell Memorial Pavilion, we are here to honor one of our finest employees here at the Beards and Sundries Market, John Riley, the best HR person and podcaster to ever cross the Beards and Sundries Market. So come on down and pick yourself up a sundry or two. What do you mean he's not dead? He's not dead? Fuck. Do I have to say something nice about him? I really don't want to. No, that's it. Oh, yes, I purposefully said snozberries because fucking Joe Criswell over there messes it up all the time. Fuck him. Oh, I'm still on? Shit.
Every day we stray farther from God's light.
So, I have something to check out now. Ha!
And now for something to check out.
So, if you all go to my TikTok, haha, I tagged you all in a video. A little behind the scenes look as to how I made that, kind of. And this makes more sense.
It's official. I look like shit. So, it's 3 a.m, and in a few hours, I'm gonna be on the Beards and Sundries Market podcast again, and it's for Joe's annual review, and he doesn't know I'm coming on. Jay and Anthony kind of asked me to come on and be a guest, so of course, last minute, I asked the guys who know I'm coming on to do their commercial. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it. Like, better to ask for forgiveness than for permission, am I right? Okay, so I have to be Carol Channing. GM tomorrow, jam yesterday, but never ever jam today. Martin? Joe, is Martin your middle name? Why is it on your Facebook? I'm recording this secondary video.
Am I dressing a white queen? Well, yes, if you can call that a dressing. It's not.
Okay. Well, yes, if you call that dressing.
I don't think I'm okay. Okay, so let's try it. I'm so dumb. Why am I wearing the wig? Hold on. Let me. Oh my god. Guess I should say something nice if I'm going to actually make this into a thing. Thank you guys for having me come back on. It's been fun trolling each and every one of you. Mostly but it's been mostly Anthony, let's be real here. Joe, happy birthday. Happiest of happy birthdays. You and I, we are the same age, so welcome to the 35 Club. Yeah,
Gonna be great.
Beards and Sundries with John Riley.
Is that the right font? Did you use the right font?
I don't know.
You did not use the right font. I know our font.
Not the wrist guard.
It was 4:30 in the morning at that point. Go fuck yourself.
He's going to. That's the choice he made during the game.
You're right, it is.
I am starting a business right now at the actual business name so I can start suing.
Go ahead, sue away. It's America.
But I'm gonna represent us because attorneys are expensive.
Expensive. Especially when you go to the government.
That was just a joke, something to check out. You know, I just wanted to make a little fun video. I don't know if you guys really have something to check out.
I thought you had something to check out, so I didn't plan anything.
Do you want to play it yourself?
Yeah, let's check out my podcast, everyone. It's called Life's But a Song. Jay has been on it once at this point. He will be on again in the future.
I'm going through season 2 right now of that show.
Jay is booked for a future episode, everyone. Yeah. So be sure to check it out. You can listen to it anywhere you're listening to this. I also have another podcast called Movie Deja Vu. We are currently on a hiatus because we're figuring our lives out. Hooray!
Who isn't?
That's a lot of work. I get it.
I know. Usually doing it by yourself has one set of difficulties, but then when you have co-hosts and conflicting schedules and everything else, that has something else. I know you guys don't know anything about that.
I was like, we wouldn't know anything about that.
Yeah, I don't know what a co-host is.
We filmed this independently and then just fucking sew it together.
I don't know what I'm saying. Anthony is our co-host because Joe and I are married. My loving husband who talks so highly about me.
From the government.
And Jay, according to Joe's resume, he can take loads and cooks. So
this is why we're married. You're going to be so I'm going to be so happy. Never mind, sorry.
I'm just now thinking of like Lizzo's Soulmate, and that's just my anthem right now. All right. Well, this week, Beardos, we have a homebrewed game just for Joe. This is a game I'm calling Cheese, Please.
Ooh, yes, please.
Joe, the rules of the game are simple. We will read descriptor words from Wikipedia for different kinds of cheeses, and you must guess what the cheese is. You have the potential to earn 5 BS bucks for each cheese, but as you ask for more descriptors, that will go down by 1 BS buck for each word. So if you guess right on the first word, you'll earn 5 BS bucks. And if you guess right on the last word, you'll earn 1. Keep in mind, you'll only get 1 guess per round, so choose wisely.
Whoa. Where are you getting this money from?
The HR party fund.
Also, if you miss the cheese entirely, we will deduct $5 real from your hourly salary.
And give it to your husband, Jay.
And give it to your dead husband, Anthony.
The newly erected Anthony Memorial Pavilion.
Anyways, Joe, are you ready?
No, but let's go.
All right, let's start with an easy one. Joe, tell me about this cheese, please. Creamy.
Give me another one.
Salty.
I think I know it, but I don't want to get too confident. Give me another one, please.
Yellow.
Going between 2 in my head. Give me one more.
Low melting point.
Velveeta.
Ooh, so close, but no cigar.
Is it American?
It was American cheese.
Fuck!
Stupid bitch!
Ah! What was the last word?
Processed.
I still would have guessed Velveeta, so okay.
I know, I was like, that would have made me actually guess Velveeta more.
Yeah.
But Anthony, how could this be considered a cheese? It's a cheese product.
Ooh, well, it's because I have absolutely no regard for the definitions of anything, and I will do what I want.
That is an Oklahoma education and checks out. All right, continue.
As we have found out earlier with the HR game that had all the rules that I broke all of.
I have to ask, too. Velveeta and spray cheese are both cheese product, so they are not going to be in this game. Is that correct?
I don't know.
Well, okay. So the Wikipedia page for American cheese says the word creamy.
It does.
Okay, interesting.
We edited it specifically for that. No, I'm kidding.
I could see that. They're fixing it already.
Joe, are you ready for the next cheese?
No, but let's go.
Give me this cheese, please. White.
Give me another one, please.
Fresh.
Shit, that's I need another one.
Italian.
Mozzarella?
Look at you.
Hey! When you said fresh, I kind of honed in on it because I was thinking of caprese salad, which is delicious.
Oh, that was my last example.
Which, fun fact, when Kaylin and I get around a plate of caprese salad, you guys better back up because we're gonna knock you out of the way to get pieces of it. It's our favorite thing to share. So Kaylin, if you're listening, we might have caprese salad this weekend.
She does listen. She's one of our tens of listeners.
Yes.
Your other one is here with you right now.
Well, this episode only has one listener then.
Yeah!
So that's 2 BS bucks.
Joe, I'd like some of this cheese, please. It's literally scripted that way. I didn't write it.
Oh, I know.
You ready?
Yes, I am ready for this one.
Soft.
Next, please.
Pale.
Just like me. Next word, please.
Cow's milk.
Soft, pale, cow's milk. My garbage brain was almost like goat cheese, and I was like, no, wait, you stupid shit.
Is that your final answer? Goat
No.
cheese with cow's milk?
No. Next word, please.
French. En français.
Camembert?
Wrong.
Oh, sorry. That was a good guess, though.
Do you want the fifth word so you can potentially guess it but not win?
Yes.
Rind.
Rind. Gouda?
Brie.
Oh. See, that should have had creamy.
Apparently, Wikipedia didn't define it as creamy.
I used words from Wikipedia.
I see. When you said creamy for the first one, I almost guessed brie on that one to be confident, but then I'm glad I didn't.
Well, hopefully you'll do better on this cheese because,
I hope so.
Joe, I'm hungry for this cheese, please. Grainy.
Ew, but next, please.
Tangy.
Next.
Goat's milk.
Grainy. Tangy. Goat's milk. Is this one goat cheese?
It's
Okay. Next word, please.
crumbly.
I'll take the fifth word, please.
Greek.
Feta.
Feta, indeed it is.
And as a huge fan of cheese, I actually don't like feta.
Really?
I don't like it. It's
It has
not
to be on
very
a salad.
flavorful. It doesn't really give anything to me flavor-wise, so I don't really like feta cheese.
Do you eat gyros?
I do.
Do you get the feta in the gyro or no?
So here's where I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. In Oklahoma, specifically here in Tulsa at Woodland Hills Mall, there is a place called It's Greek to Me at the food court, and they give you the option of putting American cheese on your gyro, and it is so fucking good.
Joe, I'd like this cheese, please. Aged.
Next word, please.
Crumbly.
Blue cheese?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Fuck!
It's Asiago.
Ow.
Wow. So sorry for that.
Also, the Asiago cheese bagel at Bandero was my favorite thing to get in college. Oh, so good.
You said bagel, and it reminded me that my friend Toby introduced me to everything flavored.
Seasoning?
No, it's everything flavored.
Everything
Yeah.
bagel seasoning?
Yeah, what's the peanut? Cashew. Everything flavored cashew.
Oh.
I kept wanting to say crouton.
We had to work so hard to get cashew.
I know, my brain wanted to say crouton. I was like, no, that's not fucking right. Everything flavored cashew, and it's so good.
I feel like putting everything seasoning on the outsides of a grilled cheese would be really interesting.
Anyways, let's move on to the next cheese.
Add a slice of this cheese, please. Mild.
Next word, please.
The fuck is this one? Semi-hard.
J.
Well, it's not semi-soft, so it's semi-hard. Okay, next word, please.
Glass half full.
Marbled.
Next word, please.
This is gonna throw you, so don't think what you're thinking. American.
I feel like it's American as in made in America.
That is correct.
What was the... mild. Mild?
So you have mild, semi-hard, marbled, American. Do you want the fifth one?
Yeah, give me the fifth word.
Combination.
Colby Jack.
Ding ding!
Fantastic.
A very popular choice on a lot of cheese trays.
Anthony, since we're halfway through, what's the point tally as right now? Well, for Joe.
So far, Joe has earned 4 BS bucks as a bonus.
Out of a possible 30.
Right. But unfortunately, you've also lost $15 an hour off of your real pay.
That's more than you made an hour. You're actually losing money at this job.
You can always make it up to the market. That's what indentured servitude is all about.
We own your soul.
Well, fun fact for you beardos, the Jack in Colby Jack is made from Monterey Jack cheese, and Monterey Jack cheese originated in Monterey, California.
So it's American.
And I just knew that off the cuff. I know that about Colby Jack because I love cheese so much.
Joe, add this cheese to the recipe, please. Soft.
Not me.
Soft. Next word, please.
Mild.
Next word, please.
Rich.
Also not me.
Soft, mild, and rich.
I mean, I'm out. I'm not rich at all.
Oh, God, who is?
Word number 4, please.
American.
Take the last word. Trust me.
Soft, mild, American. What was word number 3?
Rich.
Rich. Word number 5, please.
Philadelphia.
Oh, cream cheese.
Cream cheese, it is. You are correct.
Laughing
Fun
cow. No, I'm
fact.
kidding.
Cream cheese was not. Cream cheese did not originate in Philadelphia. It originated
Right.
somewhere in New York.
Oh.
Yep.
The greatest city in the world?
Joe, let's move on. Add some of this cheese, please. Semi-soft.
I already have a guess in my mind, but give me word number 2, please.
Sharp.
Next word, please.
Salty.
Like Joe is.
Salty,
Ooh, always.
soft, sharp. Oh, semi-soft, sharp, salty. I don't want to get ahead of myself and fuck it up. Whatever, fuck it. Cheddar?
Oh, I'm
Damn
so
it.
sorry, Joe.
Fuck.
If you would
Is
have
it
just
Havarti?
waited, if you would have just waited for veins or distinct smell, it would have been blue cheese.
Oh, wait. Didn't I? Oh, I thought blue cheese earlier and then it turned out to be feta. Oh, okay. I would not have gotten it with veins. Ew, what the fuck kind of word is that to describe it with?
That's a word they describe it with
Ew.
on Wikipedia.
Okay, donation canceled, Wikipedia. You got some work to do.
Joe's in there like, no, this is the descriptors.
I can really taste the veins. Is it Carol Channing cheese?
Mr. Screenwriter Man, what is my motivation with this one?
John, read this as if you're in a horror movie and you're about to be stabbed.
Culture me up some of this cheese, please.
You better, I'm gonna gut you like a fish.
Relatively hard.
That is me watching this scene right now.
Hello, Drew. Next word, please.
Off-white.
Off-white. Ooh, I think I've got an idea, but I'm not gonna get ahead of myself again. Next word, please.
Yeah, do it. Do it. You got yourself into this fucking predicament.
Healthy. in the mouth.
Melt in the mouth. Hard, off-white, melt in the mouth. Next word, please.
Sharp.
Sharp? Is that what he said?
Yes.
Oh my god, the cheese is in the house!
The cheese is coming from the back door.
Final word, please.
Who are you? Yellowish orange?
Yellowish orange.
The "Who are you" is not part of that. That's ad-libbed on the part of the actor.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's like he's ad-libbing the script.
So, off-white and yellowish orange were both descriptors?
It's in the script. So yell at Wikipedia.
I just want to talk. Wikipedia? Hi, I just want to talk.
So the word, the phrases, I should say, because there's multiple word clues here, are relatively hard, off-white, melt in the mouth, sharp, yellowish orange. You know this.
Is this one cheddar?
Yes!
Hey! Because sharp cheddar is usually off-white, and then regular cheddar is usually yellow-orange. Okay.
Joe, load me up with some of this cheese, please.
From under? Just kidding.
Aged.
Aged. Okay, let me get the second one.
Buttery.
Next word, please.
Semi-soft.
Next word.
Creamy.
I think I know it, but also probably not. Next word, please.
Danish.
Is this Havarti?
It is Havarti.
Oh my god.
Wonderful job.
Girls, sliced Havarti on a cracker. Oh my god.
Heaven.
If you haven't had Havarti cheese, go out and get yourself some Havarti. It is so good. It's very. If you've ever had Baby Bells, those little semi-soft, little red wax-wrapped cheeses, it's very similar to Baby Bell, except it's got a little bit more of a tang to it, and it's very, very, very good on crackers.
A lot of times, it's also flavored with like pepper or dill Havarti,
Or dill or jalapeno. Like there's different varieties of it, and Havarti is. It's the perfect snacking cheese. I wouldn't really use it like in a recipe because it melts kind of wonky sometimes, but it's really good on like a charcuterie tray with crackers. So Havarti needs to be part of your cheese and cracker routine.
Do we want Carol Channing for this next one?
Oh god, if we must.
Okay, Joe. It's not a meal without this cheese, please. Hard.
Carol's tits.
This is how she got those roles. She's on the casting couch. Oh, it's hard.
It's so hard right now because Stephen Sondheim is back at the piano and I just want to sing.
Oh.
I'm still here.
Second word, please, Carol.
Granular.
Granular.
Yes.
Hard and granular. Okay, I have an idea formulating. Word number 3, please, Carol.
Just like your legs, shaved.
I think I know it. I want to risk it, but I don't want to risk it because there's too much on the biscuit. Word number 4, please, Carol.
Grated.
I think I know it. Like as in on a salad at the Olive Garden. I think I know it, but let me get word number 5, please, Carol.
Italian.
Parmesan.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I gotta go now. Stephen Sondheim has been beckoning me for the last half hour, you bitches. I had fun here. Goodbye.
Go away.
That's right, Carol. He's back at the piano and he wants your middle C. Ooh.
By the way, if you haven't seen our TikTok, Carol Channing was recasted on Scream, and we have the phone recording.
Featuring Jay's impeccable Photoshop skills.
Anyways, as an added bonus for double points, name this cheese, please. Smooth.
I think I know it, but I don't want to fuck it up for double points. Next word, please.
Edible.
I would hope so.
Fucking hate it here. Word 3, please.
Product.
I can't help you. None of us can help you except Anthony, because he's the only one that knows the answer to this one.
I already know the answer.
Velveeta.
It's Velveeta. Hey! You want to know the last two?
I want to say it like Oprah. Velveeta!
Velveeta, Las Vegas.
The very last two clues were
Were they shells and cheese?
velvety, and that's why they call it Velveeta. And then the last one is melting.
Yay! My favorite. Oh,
So, Joe, you actually did. So you got, let's see here.
Out of 55 possible bucks,
God, don't say it like that.
You have 14 BS bucks, which is actually not bad because you got more than half the answers right.
Hey! All right.
Unfortunately, you did lose a total of $20 per hour, which is roughly $40,000 a year. So sorry about that.
we at the Beards Sundries Market HQ, thank you very much for fucking up this game.
You know what we don't need to spend $40,000 on?
What's that?
The Muzak coming back on.
That's free, baby.
Oh, no. Is it time to go already, Joe? Thank God your review is over.
It's over, Joe.
Another year older.
With only slight rug burns.
Oh, just a little bit. Just on your knees a little bit for Bob's apple.
That's right, Bob. I'm not coming for you. You're coming for me.
I already forgot about Bob.
John, thank you so much for joining us again on the Beards and Sundries
Yes,
podcast.
yes,
thank
We
you,
really
John.
appreciate you coming back.
I'll see you in a couple months.
I'll see you in a few months. So, Life's But a Song. It's a musical-based podcast where myself and guests talk about a musical movie or TV show. It's a bi-weekly podcast and you can listen to it anywhere you're listening to this. All the socials are at But a Song Pod. And then my other one, Movie Deja Vu. Again, you can listen to it. That one, my co-host Shady and I compare similar movies by creating a verbal Venn diagram. The Facebook and Instagram is at Movie Deja Vu Pod, and the Twitter is at Movie Deja Vu No Pod. So,
And that paves the way for our socials. We're at beardsandsundries@gmail.com is our website. We also have our fun hotline if you want to call us and leave a voicemail, leave a text, leave us ideas, reviews. Remember, that's 405-999-2242.
You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok.
You can also find us at our other hotline, that if you want to leave a direct compliment for HR. How's that taste?
as the only single person here, like, who fucking cares? Maybe I'll get a date out of it. I don't know.
Well, anyways, Beardos, thank you again for joining us for Season 2, Episode 10 of Beards and Sundries. We hope to see you
thank
next
you
week.
so much.
We hope you enjoyed the chaos, and we hope that you're still with us.
Chaos rules!
And as always,
Remember, too,
Love yourself, because we already love you.
because we love
we
you.
love you. Bye, Beardos.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.